Hey friends. Welcome to Caroline and Rashi.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
Laughing?
Well, let's tell everybody kind of what's going on.
Okay, so my mouth, you don't have to get it close to my mouth, but I just have all these canker sores in my mouth. And Tony, I saw Tony's directing and I saw him moving the camera. Like it's robotic camera. So stop it.
We're not supposed to make her smile or laugh, which is pretty difficult
Yes.
for friends like us and people like us doing a show like this. Even our newscast, because we have so many fun moments.
I know, we do. So anyway, I had bit myself, but then I also had mangoes, which I think I'm allergic to. So anyway, it's just been like a cluster of things.
When did you find that out about the mangoes?
Well, the doctor told me this morning. So
so that can also be an allergic reaction.
Yes. And then they said stress plays a big part, but I don't really think I'm stressed. I think everything's fine. But anyway, so
there's a potential of multiple things that caused her to literally have 15 canker sores.
It's right here. And so yesterday, they were so sweet. Anthony and Caroline took over, and so I rested at home after the 5 o'clock news, because this really takes a lot out of you when you're trying to talk and it's hurting at the same time. Anyway, so that's why I'm trying really hard not to laugh, because I want to, but it hurts. So there we go. That's my situation.
I feel so bad. I also told her, so it was one of those days where I got a spray tan before work, which I think smells awful. Rashi says it smells fine.
Yes.
But I look at her legs and I was like, look at you naturally just spray tan. This is her everyday color.
This is my natural spray tan, folks. And
it's amazing.
So what is the spray tan process? I've never been.
It's horrible.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I don't like it at all. So I choose to go to a place that has a machine that sprays me. You could also go to a person who sprays you.
Are you naked in there?
Yes, which is why I choose the machine.
Okay, yes. Sort of the person.
I feel like I'd really need to know the person to go in person. And so I believe that the beds are called Versa beds.
Okay.
A Versa bed. That's I guess a good one. This is just what I've learned over my journey in the last couple of years of spray tans. So you go in and on the wall, and for your first time, the person working at the tanning or whatever salon you go to will walk you through, but there's a picture on the wall and it shows you the positions that you stand in, and then the automation voice on the bed kind of walks you through. So you start in position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, and you have to face front and then face back. So yeah, that's how
it's kind of like when you go to the airport and then in TSA you have to be this, right?
Yeah.
They have the picture.
Yeah. So I have gotten a pretty bad streak before though. So I bet you going to a person might even be better, because then you wouldn't get a streak, a tanning streak, but it's fine. It's worth it sometimes.
I just think that when you become a multi-bazillionaire and you have a mansion, you'll have your own spray tanning area, right?
I love you.
It's just that's how it's gonna work.
It's been known that Kim Kardashian has a spray tan artist come over, and that she actually uses a mixture that has real gold in it. I don't know if that's just a rumor or not.
It's probably true, but what are we doing?
Yeah,
What's
so
happening?
she gets spray tanned regularly, which spray tanning is better than, laying in the sun for hours or laying in a tanning bed, but I have to do a little bit of both. I got to get my natural sun. Sometimes I have to do the bed. I try not to, and spray tan when I need to be sprayed.
That's a whole nother world.
It's crazy.
It is.
For me, it just feels like I'm a little bit damp for a while after, which is a gross feeling. I feel like it kind of gets up my nose.
Really?
You have to put, I just got my nails done, so I had to put this lotion on my nails before I got sprayed.
So you can't have open wounds or cuts or something, right? Because then how would you?
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, it's a whole journey.
Well, she is on her journey, and she will become darker by tonight.
Yeah, so this one, there's different kinds of sprays, and because of my schedule, I have to get sprayed with they describe it as a clear serum that darkens and comes alive over several hours. So by the time, I will be 2 different colors tonight. I will be like this at the 5 o'clock news, and especially by the time we go on for our late 9 and 10,
you'll be my color.
I'll be more close to Rashi's color. Actually, we should take a picture.
We should.
Your legs look so gorgeous. And this is literally, you have not been outside. This is just
me being Indian.
Just stunning. That is.
Thank you.
This is what we're going for, guys. Just
Stop,
beautiful.
you're not supposed to make me laugh.
No, sorry. But really, as soon as you sat down, I was like, you literally look like you got a spray tan. It's
Thank you.
Immaculate.
It's just, I appreciate my parents and ancestry for that. Thank you. All right, let's talk about our topic, which is a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And more mouth friendly.
So I'm going to do most of the talking today to save
ahead.
Rashi's mouth. So pop star Justin Timberlake, well, he pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of driving while impaired to resolve his DWI case in New York. The pop star also said that this is the video of him arriving at the courthouse this morning, okay? And this is all in Long Island, and a judge sentenced the 43-year-old to 25 hours of community service. Justin Timberlake also agreed to appear in a public service announcement about the dangers of drunk driving. Are we for real? He was arrested on DWI charges in June after police said that he ran a stop sign.
So does that mean that he was driving drunk?
See, this is like when I wish we had our legal experts, but...
Well, I mean, because this is what the facts are, that he was arrested for it, but he pled to a lesser charge. So maybe you pled guilty so that you would get less of a punishment.
Yeah, I guess so.
Was he advised to do that because he was probably going to be...
Getting more punishment?
Yeah, proven guilty?
Yeah.
And probably have jail time? I mean... Obviously, that's a stressful situation. There were also reports, which that's none of our business, but him and Jessica Biel, who's his wife, were having like some friction, obviously, because it's a very stressful situation. But
I mean, lesson learned: never get behind the wheel of a car after you've had drinks. Period. Also, no matter who you are, you're not above the law.
But you have to almost think that he really was guilty for him to plead guilty and then be okay with appearing in a public service announcement.
It's the public service announcement that I think is just like really what, like your PR team set that up for you.
Well, if it's going to help maybe prevent others from doing something like that.
It seems disingenuous to me because he did it. This wasn't that long ago. Now you're paying the price and now you're going to go do the...
I mean, what would you do though? What's the lesser charge though?
I don't know. I mean...
And what is this community service?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm one way or another. I don't know what the actual truth is, though.
Yeah.
Because when you plead guilty, are you doing it so that you don't have to go through all the hassle of going through court, or are you just doing it because you actually are guilty and you just want a lesser charge? You know what I'm saying?
Pleads guilty to a lesser charge of driving while impaired to resolve his DWI case. I don't know, but it just... I'm
like, okay, you're Justin Timberlake, okay? And...
Honestly, I'm just going to do whatever my attorneys tell me to do to keep me out of the...
So then you would plead guilty even if you weren't guilty, right?
I mean, he doesn't want to go to jail.
Right.
Of course, Justin Timberlake doesn't want to go to jail.
Right.
So I think that was the purpose.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
His concert's still going to be here in December.
I will say, though, covering this story and getting all the publicity was a PSA enough for me to just Uber.
That's true, too. That is true, too. But if you're trying to, like, get everything out of him.
Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, good luck with that.
Because how much would he charge to actually do something like that, right? But now this is part of his, like, punishment, so he's doing it.
Hopefully he does something good for community service.
He does a lot of good for the community service. I mean, he serves us with his music.
True.
But, you know, driving drunk is not okay.
We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Okay, I found this story very interesting and disturbing and just confusing. So anyway, a man in Spain is a real-life wedding crasher and says that he is making good money to ruin the day. Okay, that is absolutely crazy. Basically, brides with cold feet, they hire him to show up and object so they don't have to go through with it. The creator says it started as a joke. He posted a silly ad offering to rescue brides from their wedding for 500 euros. Then women actually started hiring him. He's now booked through the end of the year. This doesn't always go well, so there's an extra $50 fee for every time he gets slapped. Okay, what are you doing why would you go through and spend all this money on this reception and wedding venue, and even if it's cheaper in Europe? No. You should be able to have the guts to do it yourself before you get all these people to the church and then hire someone to object. Are you kidding me?
See, I have a scenario where this would be great. What if, and I'm sure this has happened. Actually, I know a person this happened to. He was Daniel was his best man.
Okay.
Okay. He, marrying the girl that he was dating,
Okay.
found out that she had slept with his groomsmen.
What?
Yes. But he found that out like a day after
The
he
wedding?
got married.
Shut up.
But if he would have found out maybe hours before that it happened, because this happened like before the wedding.
So are they still together?
No, they got divorced. Yeah, it was awful. Like it was, I mean, this happened like 15 years ago. I mean, he's now married to somebody else. They have a kid together. Like he's great.
So they were married for like a month?
Yeah, I think so. And then he just like broke it off. But if you're walking down the aisle knowing that this slept with one of your
Like while they were
groomsmen,
dating?
while they were dating, and you find this out, then I'd be like, heck yeah, we're gonna go through with this. And we're gonna do this whole thing because you are an absolute jerk. And I mean, yes.
Wait, so is the groom friends with the groomsmen still?
No.
I would assume not.
No. Everybody was shocked. And she had the audacity to be up there on the altar where the groomsman was on the other side, knowing what had happened.
So you're saying that this would come in handy if he would have
Yes.
found out even like 24 hours before?
Yes. Because everyone's there.
How did he find out?
I don't
Who
know.
spilled the tea? Who was drunk and spilled it?
I have no idea, but she admitted to it. And it had been going on for a while. Poor friend.
What the heck?
I mean, the friend is great
So it
now.
was like still going on as they were getting married.
Yes.
What is
Yes.
wrong with people?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And Daniel remembers getting the phone call, like he's, crying, obviously, just like, I can't believe it. I mean, that is just ultimate betrayal, right? Like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
yes, I would hire someone like this if that had happened to me.
To come in and make
Yes.
a dramatic scene. See, I just don't understand why you'd want to put all the effort into getting ready and all the money into the reception and photos
jerks
and
out there.
everything, and then be like, have somebody come in and say that they object. That is weird.
Well, I will say, so I used to work with someone who, like, he was really nice and everything, but he cheated on his wife a bunch of times, and he would continue to do so. And I'm like, hey, you have kids? Like, obviously it's none of my business. But I just wanted to know his mindset, like, no judgment. He's a great
Yeah.
photographer, whatever. But, like, you go home to your wife and kids, like, don't you feel like, it's not right? Or, you just keep doing it. And he's like, I just can't stop. I know I'm a bad person for doing it, but,
Yeah, I actually worked through a similar situation involving a married person and another married person, and one married person and one single person, and then there was this big affair, and then it was like they weren't even hiding it anymore, and it was like so evident, and like everyone knew about it, and
they're just in a different mindset. Like,
and for some reason the last person to know is always that person's wife or husband, and so like they didn't know, and then anyway, but I guess happier ending here, like they got divorced, and then this person and the other person ended up getting married and having a baby together. But my thing is, I don't know like what people don't understand about, like, if he's cheating on his wife with you, once you get him, he's gonna cheat on you with
I don't
whoever
think
else.
that there's any. I think when you're in that situation, maybe, and I'm just saying from when I've talked to people, like, again, going to them with no judgment. I just want to understand where your mind is at, because I don't get it. Like, I don't know why you would. Like, I was with my boyfriend when I started liking Daniel, and then I broke up with my boyfriend because I started liking him. Like, I didn't, because I didn't think that was right,
Totally.
Like, and that hurt the other person, but I mean,
it's not that bad, like, to just be honest and then move on rather than create all this collateral damage in the process.
But I think that's not the mindset. Like, it's better to just see what happens. I want both things. I want my wife, and I also want this life too. It's like two different people.
Oh.
Yes, I've talked to actually multiple people that do this, that I've come across in my career, and it's crazy. Or some people stay in it for their kids.
True. Very true.
Yes.
And I would even say in today's day and age, a lot of people just turn a blind eye or have some sort of, whether it's spoken or unspoken agreement of like, okay, you can do that, but like, you know, your mind during this time.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, we'll be right back. So there are a lot of big football games this weekend, including the Texans home opener against the Bears. And get this is just in this afternoon. The roof at NRG is supposedly supposed to be open. They tweeted it out, so I'm assuming it's going to be open.
Yes.
I mean, they said it will be, so I guess it would have to be something crazy for it to not be open.
That is going to be such a good game.
Oh my gosh. Well, also in coming up this weekend, the Houston Cougars are facing the Rice Owls, and more than a quarter of Americans say that they have lost sleep over the performance of their favorite sports team. Yeah. So the average amount of time of sleeping that is lost is 62 minutes. Why can I see Daniel being like so upset over his Chicago teams or something that he loses
That
sleep?
used to be him. That used to
Did
be
it?
him. Yeah. Now he's kind of mellowed out. But it is really annoying. I hope he's not watching when he does watch football, because like that's his attention is just on that. It's probably like
That's
how
how
Connor
Connor
watched.
is,
Yeah. And it's just like if I'm like, hey, it's like what?
I know. He was so mad over the Super Bowl. He was like
Oh yeah,
screaming because the Niners lost, and that's his team.
But he has drastically improved. It used to be like
okay. Hopefully Connor will mellow out.
Yes, definitely. But still, he's like when he's watching a team, it doesn't even have to be his team, but it's like.
Yeah. I mean, like, also, I feel like guys, I'm not saying that Daniel nor Connor do this, but a lot of guy people that I know, they bet money on sports. So whether it's $5, $10, $50, $500, $1,000, like they get really, really into it because there's money on the line. And I think how stupid, because literally any team can win just because you're like the Kansas City Chiefs and won the Super Bowl. Like you have one off day and that other team that has no one favoriting them comes in and has a good day. You just lost all your money. So,
yes,
you know, it's like really dumb to lose sleep over that, in my opinion. I mean, I get upset. I love whenever our teams win. It's fun, but I don't bet on sports. They don't know me. They don't care about me. They don't care about my opinion. So why would I get that upset?
Love you for that attitude because there's some like women who, you know, they don't really know much about the sport, but they're like so into it, like as if they do know stuff. So they're like kind of faking it in a way. And that really grinds my gears because I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about though.
Totally.
It's great. And I admit I'm a bandwagon fan in terms of like, I love the Texans. I don't know what's happening on the field, but
I feel like you do. You learn baseball now.
Yes, I learned baseball. But I'm talking about like the intricacies of, you know, like.
Well, it is impressive when Connor and it's just us two watching the game. So he'll kind of like, he says a lot of things before the refs call it. Like, and he can tell like formations, positions, like what the flag is going to be, what just happened, blah, blah, blah. He can see things that I don't see. Yeah. Like I can follow the game. I know what's happening. But he's like, he knows everything.
Yeah. I'm just trying to follow the ball. Like I'm trying to find the ball in the little huddle or whatever.
I know, like I know what down it is. I get the concept and all of that. But it's funny because I feel like I watch the Niners with him so much. I feel like I know so much more about those players because like he talks about them like those are his best friends or something. Yeah. He's like, oh, my dude Boza, like we need McCaffrey back, man. Like when we get him back, it's game over. Like he's talking about these guys like they're like his besties. And so now I like know all this stuff about these players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally know
what
you
the
mean.
heck?
Yes, yeah. Daniel says he can like know what's happening with the play with the sound of the bat hitting the ball, like the way that it.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess like I talked to Will about that one time too because he used to play baseball. Yeah. And so he said that that's true. So.
No, and I get it because I mean obviously I never played football. I played golf, so when we are watching golf, sure, simpler because it's like you're watching one person, but like I can tell certain things like oh that was way right or that was like you can pick up on things just by the way like the swing went. Yeah. You know, and I know the players and I know random things about the players and the rules. So I get it. Like when you play the sport and you're really into the sport, I feel like you can really.
Yeah, like you name off golf players and things. Like,
yeah.
so like just second language. It's all a whole nother language to me.
It's so weird.
It's so
sometimes I surprise myself. I'm like,
yeah, you're like,
why do I know all this?
Person and these names are hard too. It's not we're talking about Joe Smith. Like you're like blah 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 da 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 da.
Totally.
Are this and this and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, and like you know, you just follow it and you're into it, so like you know all the things. But yes, Connor definitely loses sleep over his teams for sure. No. But I really wish that we were all going to the Texans game on Sunday. If I could have picked a game to go to, that would have been it. I don't think I can make it work.
Yes, there's more
to go to. If I can make it work, though, no, I don't think I can make it work Sunday.
Well, we will have coverage on Fox 26 for you, and also Fox Local. Download the free app.
I just want to be in there. I want to be in the open stadium. Just
be so good.
Go CJ Stroud.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for watching Caroline and Rashi, and we hope you have a great weekend. Go Texans.
Woo! We'll see you next time, friends.